cinco, cuatro, tres, dos, uno. This is left side of the brain. How are y'all doing this evening? How did y'all enjoy the video yesterday? Personally, I went back and watched that video. That was a very, very good video yesterday. Sometimes I go back and I watch the material and, I'll forget some of the things that I even said. And what a great video that was yesterday. I think it's one of those type of videos you should go back and rewatch and rewatch and rewatch. It was that good. Very powerful information was in that video yesterday. And today's video is sort of a continuation of yesterday. I had got into some subject matter yesterday that I really didn't complete like I wanted to due to time constraints. But today, that's what I plan to do. Go back over that information, kind of clean it up a little, refurbish it a little, and we're going to get right into it. I'd like to thank everybody, all of the new subscribers. I see the subscription is increasing. I wish we could speed up the process on the channel and Instagram, but hey, patience is a virtue. What can I say? Man, this water is filthy out here. That water is filthy. They really need to clean that water out. So, how y'all been? Let me get right into this. Let me find a nice, good spot where I can sit and talk to the family. Let me get away from this individual right here. Let me get away from that individual. A man in black. I did a video on the stairs yesterday, so where do I want to do it at today? Let's see. By the way, while I'm walking and looking for a location, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and hit the likes button. The Instagram is at left side of the brain 2. Let me see if I can get through this door. Y'all be patient with me. I'm trying to find a good location. Shit, they got the door locked. Some more people out here. Anyway, while I'm looking, I may as well. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Anyway, while I'm looking, let me see. I might go to the bar. I might go to the bar upstairs. Yes, sir. This is left side of the brain. Coming at you live. We about to get into it today. It's going to be good. Y'all remember that video I did on the last channel about formal gatherings? There's no way in the world. There's no way in the world I can do it in there. Oh, hell no. There's no way in the world I'm doing it in there. I gotta find a good spot. Shit, why not? Hey, I'm the type of person, look, y'all, I'm the type of person, this is an empty room, ain't nobody in here. Pretend y'all in here with me. I'm like in this meeting room, right? And until somebody puts me out of here, well, left side of the brain about to get busy. This is like a presidential suite. Okay. Left side of the brain about to get busy in here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We about to get busy. Okay. Yesterday, I was going into some information about how the earth has DNA. Everything in the earth has DNA. I was speaking about how your body has DNA. This body right here, it has DNA. And I was speaking about how the DNA also houses your life story. You know, many times people think about DNA, and I did some research. I said, let me see if anybody else has said this before. And come to find out, nobody has said this. So what I'm telling you all on this channel is something that's pioneering. Like I tell y'all, this organic portal information is in its infantile stages. It's so much to be said. And I'm not the one who has all the information on it, but I feel like I'm one of the pioneers in this organic portal research, which is something that's more so a inner thing. It's coming from the inner channels within yourself, because the whole entire organic portal realm is based upon psychic vampirism. So a lot of everything that they do is inside of the psychic realm. Okay. So I did some research just to see if anybody else is doing anything like this. And come to find out, it's not a lot of people. Well, there's no one saying what I'm saying about how DNA itself contains your life story. And I'm gonna go real deep in this video. And the life story of this entire world is contained in the DNA of trees, grass, plants, animals, fish, whatever, you name it. Okay? This is what y'all have to understand. I was thinking about something yesterday, and it came to me. Do you know, see, the consciousness that put this realm together, it's a super consciousness, meaning it has information that we don't have, that we are not privy to for the most part. Even though I'm gaining information, it's so much more. You see, I have escaped the strongholds of the organic portal realm. The last thing for a person like me would be the physical body that I'm still in. Like I told y'all, the turtle, it's in a shell, but the head and the arms is out of the shell, but the turtle is, that's how I am. I'm at that stage. Okay. And this super consciousness that is over the organic portal realm, it's the same consciousness. Now you can call this an alien consciousness, you can call it a outer dimensional consciousness, but this super consciousness, that's a hard word to pronounce. This super consciousness is over everything. And even the technologies that we use, you see, the technologies that we use are not created by men. I'm going to repeat. The technologies that we use in this world is not created by men. I'm going to give you an example. We talk about the computer age. We talk about the information highway. Okay, remember IBM? Now you don't have IBM anymore because now more advanced technologies came out, put IBM out of business. Okay, you got Hewlett Packard, you got Microsoft. You see, Microsoft put all of those businesses out of business, you see, because the information, it progresses. But this is the thing. It's a trick. I'm going to explain all this as we get deeper into this video. I'm trying to put it all together and watch and look over my shoulder at the same time. So y'all bear with me. Now, if you take the basic calculator, I'm going to explain to y'all how this technology is not coming from no simple-minded, some nut organic portal, some simpleton walking around every day. Listen. No, that's not the case. If you take a calculator, for instance, the calculator has the ability to process information faster than your brain. So that in itself let me know. For instance, you can type in an equation in your calculator. Instantly, it'll give you the answer, decimal points, whatever. You got different type of calculators. You got the Texas Instruments calculator. You got the algebra calculator, even a basic calculator. No human brain can keep up with how fast a calculator can process an answer. You know what that told me? And a calculator, it never gives you the wrong answer. Okay? And when you think about it, when we talk about the language of God is mathematics. Because mathematics is a precise science. It never changes with the decade, the era. It's always the same. 1 times 1 will be 1 times 1 50 million years from now. You see? So this let me know that this basic rudimentary calculator, which is the foundation for all other computers, was still in its inception very, 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 very advanced and way, way ahead of its time. When you think about it, this calculator can process information like that. If I said to you right now, what's 33 divided by 5400? You couldn't give me that answer in 1 second, but that calculator could. Okay, this is the kicker right here. How can a human create something that can process faster than his own that can process faster than his own brain? It's impossible. You can't create an instrument that can process faster than you can think. If I ask you to do the same thing that the calculator is doing, but you can't do it, and then you turn around and tell me you invented it, that don't even add up. Put 2 and 2 together and you see what 4. 2 plus 2, 4. You see, it don't even add up when you put it together. I'm going to repeat. You telling me you made a calculator, but you can't give me the answers as fast as the calculator can. You can't process it with your brain faster than the calculator, but you're telling me that your slower brain created a calculator that can process information. If you can do that for the instrument, why can't you just sit here and do it without a calculator? If you're the one who say you invented it, then why can't you do that same process without the calculator? Y'all see what I'm saying? That's letting me know that the calculator was created by outer dimensional intelligence. That's what I'm saying. Now, we covered that. Step 2 in the process. See, that's one of the things they use to trick us. Now, what they do is this. See, before you was born, you already had a blueprint, right? A blueprint for your physical makeup and again, for your life story. Now, you got to understand something, that in this organic portal realm, we live, even though they say we live in a democracy, really, because we have DNA that has already established us. But before I skip to that part, they say we live in a democracy, but really we live just like the ants. We live in a communist system based upon the organic portal DNA design. And I'm explaining what I'm saying. They have already calculated the day that you would be born. They already calculated what job you would do. They already calculated what race you would belong to. They already calculated how tall you would be. They already calculated what skill set you would be born with. They have already calculated these things. Okay? And that's why only a certain amount of people will be in the NBA. Only a certain amount of people will be in the NFL. It's only going to be a certain amount of people who can be the top doctors and the top lawyers, artists. Me, myself, I'm an artist. You think it's a coincidence that I was given the gift to draw? Or it's just a coincidence that somebody was given the skill to sing? No, it's designed like this. You see, the programmers already designed how many people it would take to keep this society operating. It already programmed that it needs the next Shaquille O'Neal. So already in line, they have another Shaquille O'Neal waiting to be born. You ever heard of Doppler? What's that word? Doppelgangers? If I'm pronouncing it wrong, please spell it for me in the comments section. But anyway, it's like a person that can be born. Let's say if you had a lookalike that was born in the 1800s, and they go back and they see a picture of that person, and then you look at the picture and it looks just like you. That don't mean that it was you. Some people could get it confused that, oh, this is this person reborn. No, that's not what it means. What it means is it's not but so many different variables of looks that they can come up with. So that's why you always going to see somebody that looks like somebody, because it's just a prototype of a group within this organic portal realm. They only have but so many body parts that they can interchange. Like, we're going to make this person eye be slanted. We're going to make, like they say, most Asians look alike. You see, it's a reason for all of that. Like they say, some people say you go to Africa, you can't tell black people apart, but it's a reason why these people look like this, because they going from a blueprint. And in that blueprint, it's just like ants. In order for the ant society to operate, nature already knows that it has to be X amount of worker ants, X amount of soldier ants. It's already pre-programmed in the seed. In the seed of inception, when the seed of this program, of this organic portal realm was planted, it had all of the information inside of it. Now let's go back to that mathematics that we were speaking about. Everything that happens in this world, we always say that there's no such thing as coincidences. Everything that happens in this world can be placed inside of a mathematical equation. But that equation, it would be so long. It will require a chalkboard that stretches from here or wherever you at to the Great Wall of China and wrap around 20 million times. But the equation is still there. It'll be, you know how Einstein had the E equals MC squared? Just imagine a long mathematical equation that has already figured out everything. And it has placed us inside of the DNA. The DNA helix that we all have inside of us. It holds all of our information, not just physical. Now, this is the key thing that I want y'all to get if you don't get anything. It's not just a physical story that your DNA houses. It's also your life story. Okay? Who the president is going to be. John F. Kennedy was assassinated. It was already written in the DNA. It was already encoded. This is what I'm saying. And you got to understand that. That's why I say don't waste your time trying to save organic portals. You have to understand that these people, they are designed like this. It's their destiny to be who they are. It's not some arbitrary thing, some random event in nature. No. Nothing is random. Nothing is random. Even if you dropped a deck of cards and the cards fell in a certain order on the table, it's a reason why they fell like that. You could write a mathematical equation to why they fell the way they did. It would probably go something like this. The thrust of the hand times the velocity times the wind factor. You see what I'm saying? All of those things would correlate into why the cards fell on the table like they did. You see what I'm saying? And the math was already there. The reason why the math was already there is like this. If you stacked up some dominoes, you had a domino right here, a domino right here, a domino right here, so on and so on. If you push forward the first domino, it would create what they call a domino effect, right? You already know that this last domino is going to fall. It's the laws of physics. It's going to fall. It's just a matter of time. And when it falls, it was already in the mathematics of the dominoes. You can make an equation for it. You could write out a formula. You see what I'm saying? It's going to happen because it's in the energy of the first domino that fell. You have two forms of energy, really two states of energy. It's only one energy. You have kinetic, that's energy in motion, and you have potential energy. Okay? So the domino falling forward represents, the domino standing is potential. It has the potential to fall forward. It has the potential to fall backwards. Pushing it forward is when you demonstrate kinetic energy. The kinetic energy can only do what kinetic energy does. It's no other way to it. If you run on a wet floor with some smooth bottom shoes, you're gonna fall and you're gonna bust your ass. It's no way around it. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same way how we taking this physics. You gotta apply these laws of physics to these people in this world. Because you gotta understand, since everything in the earth is comprised of DNA, our bodies is comprised of DNA, what does that mean? It means that we are living in a matrix inside of a matrix. You escape one and you end up into another. You escape society. Say if you left society and you went out into nature. You may escape the realm of the organic portals. You're just going to fall into another order. You're going to have to compete with the animals at that point. For real. Because animals are even locked and housed in this prison. So if you left human society and went out in the wild with the animals, you still gonna have to compete with them. You don't think you're gonna have to compete with bears for fish? They're gonna see you as prey. You're gonna have to compete with everything in the food chain. Because everything is inside of this organic portal realm. And I was thinking today, kind of going left field. I was thinking today, what would be a good way to escape this society? And I was thinking, I was laying on my couch. I had got back in from work and I was saying to myself, because you remember yesterday I was doing a video and I was saying that I'm at that point of a spiritual midlife crisis. And I was saying to myself, I'm not going to take myself out But what if I just did an experiment just to see what death would be like? This is deep. Listen to what I'm about to say. I said, what if I just stayed inside of my house for an entire month? Didn't watch TV, didn't talk to nobody on the phone, didn't show up at my job. Only thing I did was just eat, maybe go outside to take the trash out and just come back in the house and just totally relinquish myself of all connections from society. And I said to myself, that experiment would give me a glimpse of how this world would be if I wasn't here. You see, I was thinking, would the news change? Would the current events that's taking place in the world change? Would people call and check on me? Would my presence not being here, would it affect the other zombies that's walking around? And to be honest with you, the conclusion that I came up with, I said, no, it wouldn't. So what does that tell y'all? That means you going out trying to change stuff, it don't matter. That ties right along with what I said about, and somebody had asked me, could I do a video about saving organic portals? So I'm touching on it now. It goes right hand in hand with what I said about this world being a prison, human prison bars. If you just left it and left it alone, it's still gonna have people doing the same stuff. It don't change because of you. And it just showed me that I'm not here for them. I'm here for myself. I'm here to free my own self. And you, the person listening, you are here to free your own self. If you did that same experiment, relinquish this world, stay in your house for a month, don't do nothing, don't use your cell phone, don't go on social media, don't check your Facebook inbox, don't check your Instagram inbox, don't do nothing, don't go on your emails, but stay alive. Just look out your window. The cars are not going to stop zooming up and down the street. You could just, and it also goes along with what I say about being an observer. If you did that experiment for a month, you know what? I had talked about this before, how we should just, you know how they have like a food fast when you don't eat food and just drink water? I think, you know what? I think I'm going to do a challenge. Let's do a social fast where we fast for an entire week and we stay away. And I won't post no videos. We just stay away from society. Don't check inboxes. Don't check YouTube. Don't do nothing but eat food and come home. I mean, don't even leave your house. Like, go grocery shopping. Bring all the things you need for that entire week. Don't talk to nobody on the phone. Don't check no emails. Don't do anything for an entire week. And just observe. Just go into your inner space. If you live like in a city, in a high rise or whatever, just look out the window and observe. And you will see when you just step back from this stuff that people are just like ants, man. No different than ants, just ants crawling around. When you take yourself out of the picture, you'll see that they just ants. And really, you turn this thing, you hit the light switch on when you start speaking to people. You create a situation when you talk to somebody. Have you ever been just walking around in public and you've never seen this person before in your life? Like, for instance, I seen this beautiful girl today. Like, if I would have filmed this girl, man, I know y'all dudes would be like, yo, man, I met this pretty girl today before I started videotaping. And, you know, I seen her. And I told her, we started a conversation, whatever, and she gave me her Instagram and whatever. I didn't tell her that I'm left side of the brain, but I did kind of drop some information on her. But I didn't go too heavy, and she was looking at me like in amazement. At first, she was acting kind of rushy, but then when I started talking and stuff, she started looking at me, and she was amazed, and she started getting like interested. And I told her the same thing. I was like, I didn't even know I was going to see you today. I was like, I just saw you, and I was like, you was my type of female. I was like, you got, every man, every woman you have a type of female that attracts you. And I was like, I didn't know I was going to see you today. I was like, it's kind of like a dream. My point is, you turn these people on when you speak to them. It's like you awaken their world. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of the problems that we have in life, problems come from people. When you just say stuff to people, if you just be quiet and move around in silence, it's kind of like you walking around in a cave. It's like you can be dead and walking around at the same time. As long as you don't talk to nobody, it's almost like practicing invisibility. You just walking around. Now, don't look strange. Don't do nothing to stand out. If you just walking around, I do it all the time. I'm doing it right now. Y'all don't believe me? Just look. Just look. I'm doing it right now. Who else in the world? Look, y'all. Y'all know. Look. Left side of the brain is 100% real. Left side of the brain is real. Be real with yourself. Who else? I live what I'm saying 24/7. Let me show y'all. These people out here, man, they are zombies. I'm in this room. They don't even know I'm in here. Just look, man. I'm going to just go out and observe. And then I'm going to come back in the room. Y'all just watch. Just look, man. Hold on. I'm trying to be low key. Watch. I'm gonna sit right here. I mean, look, y'all. Who else in the world is doing what I'm doing, talking to my peeps about stuff like this? We living in a lost world, man. If I wanted to, I could go in that room and start communicating with these people, waking them up. And you know what'll happen? I'll just see, the more people you talk to, the more you get entangled within their world, what they got going on. You see what I'm saying? Because this world is just made up of a multiplicity of different people connected to the same realm or program, but everybody is their own program, if that makes sense. But that's what it is. And me, I'm a soloist. I don't play to nobody. I play my own life piano. I'm a soloist piano player. But I just came out here to give y'all a glimpse. I'm trying to be low key. And look, it's a way that you can stay invisible. It's called not tripping the wires. Even if you're on your job, you gotta stay in a certain frequency. I know how to do it. When I interact with people, I stay within a certain frequency. I know how not to trip the wires. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, this thing, when you trip the wires with these people, you set off an alarm. Because they are human prison bars. Right now, they don't detect me because I'm not doing nothing outlandish. As far as they know, I'm talking to somebody on the phone. I'm talking to y'all. They don't know that. That's what I'm saying. I walk that thin line. You see what I'm saying? Now, that's why I avoid eye contact with people. Because when you start looking at people in their eyes, You're not even looking at a person. You're looking at a spirit that's inside of that person. And that's why when you look at people, you get funny feelings. When you look at an inanimate object, do you get a funny feeling? No. But when you look at a person, if they not right inside, they're going to send you a funny feeling because it's not even that person. Most of these people are just spirits operating inside of these people. And it's called organic portals. I'm at the point, man, I see life as just an experiment, man. I don't even care about this stuff, man, because I know that it's just a matter of time when this world gonna be destroyed, man. It's either us or them. It's either us or them. And that's why I say that the battle is us versus them. This is what the battle boils down to. Waking up. They don't want us to wake up. Because when you wake up, you uncover the plot, and the whole house of cards, it comes tumbling down. They need us in order for this thing to survive. Now, some of y'all probably didn't check that. Did y'all see the girl in the black sweater over there? She looked over here. That's not some arbitrary look. When people be looking at you and stuff, it's certain body movements. See, everything is a mathematical equation. They know what is so-called normal activity. The body has a subconscious way of picking up things. So if you out in public and you moving out of the norm or out of the frequency that most organic portals move, it's going to be like playing an instrument off key inside of an orchestra, and your ears will be able to pick it up. It's the same thing when you out in society. What I have learned how to do, I've learned how to blend in. I've learned how to blend in. This is what we got to do. You got to be a red pill and a blue pill at the same time, because this thing is about keeping your cover and not blowing your cover and revealing who you are. Because at the same time, we got to survive out here amongst these people. Like I always say, if you want information, you want to be real, you want to be yourself, then come to the left side of the brain channel. This is the platform for this. We can't do this out in their world. It's not permitted. We can't be ourselves in their world. See, they want to domesticate us. The wild, we just as wild as animals. Only thing they want to do is domesticate that free spirit. See, all the businessmen, and I never could get involved in this stuff, man. My whole life, man. I'm gonna do a video called Tales from the Left Side, and I'm gonna go in on some of my life experiences. I've never been able to blend in with people, man. Oh, left side, let's go have a drink at the bar. I've never been that type of person, man. I ain't going to drink at no bar with you, man. What you talking about, first of all? I've tried that stuff before. I fell asleep at the table, man. You ain't talking to me about nothing, so let me quiet down. Everybody, man, you got to know that in the organic portal realm, these people, they have a job. They security guards. And their job is to keep you in line, to keep you in check. That's their job. So it's no such thing as a unemployed person in the organic portal realm. They all have a job. Their job is to keep us in check. They not unemployed. That's what y'all gotta know. Because, like I said, this is a DNA. This is a DNA prison. It's pre-programmed. It's prefixed. I'm at the point, y'all, that I can look at people and tell who is who. Remember I just said how I can automatically pick up when something, how they can pick up when something is out of tune. I can pick up when something is out of tune as well. They can pick up, it's the reverse of what we can do. I can pick up who they are, they can pick up who I am. Like I said yesterday, there's no such thing as no lost souls. That's a false teaching. That's one of them teachings to have you wasting your energy trying to save people. No. We beyond that. Ain't no lost souls. Lost soul my ass. These people know who they are. You think the devil is lost? Come on, man. The devil ain't no lost soul. All this technology around us, and we still taking for granted who these people are, man. For instance, if they packed us a baseball stadium with 50,000 people, and they said, okay, and if they held up any device, let's say, if they had to, let's just say they had a spray nozzle in their hand, an ordinary spray nozzle that you put on a cap of Windex, and if they said, the inventor of this spray nozzle, raise your hand. In a stadium with 50,000 people, nobody would raise their hand. I know how to blow their cover. If all of these inventions is coming from man, let's just pack stadiums and just hold up technology and say, who invented this? Even down to a screw. You ever seen a screw and the grooves that's in the screw to make it go into the hole and fit inside the grooves of the hole? Even down to something as basic as that. No man created that. This stuff has already been in the DNA. But how they trick us is they let it out slowly, drip drop at a time. Even when you go back and look at them still black and white films, I'll be looking at them sometimes because I like to see how people was living in the 1920s. And when you go back and look at them old Disney animation cartoons, and the words on the screen be shaking and it's not stable, they not fooling me. They may be fooling you, having you thinking that it started from some primitive technology and worked itself up. Even the artist who drew Mickey Mouse back then, he was pre-programmed to be the Disney animation director or the artist. He was pre-programmed. He was just put in a world where he was given a small amount of information. He thought that he was operating with all the information that was available to him. Or, excuse me, he thought that he was operating with all of the camera technology that was out at the time. But really, it wasn't. The technology we have today, far as animation and everything, it was out then. But the people they was using, they didn't know that black and white was not all that there was. Because they were also, even though they was a part of the plot, they was not given all of the details of the bigger plot. Like all the way up to now to 2018, just like some of us are not open to the bigger plot 50 years from now, going into 50 years from now. See, I'm not a calculator, so I can't process it that fast. That's an example in itself. You see what I'm saying? And see, like I told y'all in a video I told y'all, remember I told y'all that demons, they are dimensional. These organic portal demons that drive these people, they are dimensional. They know things in the future. And they can give people information, partial information. And even though these people are influenced by them, even those demons are in a matrix. And they only have but so much information. It's no honor amongst thieves. The devil don't tell them everything. That's why you can have charlatans who come out and put out certain information and can trick people. Because some of these people who like mediums and stuff, they really be telling people things. They be getting it from demon spirits that knows things because they are dimensional. You see what I'm saying? So it's all a deception. That's what I'm saying. It's all just a big deception. These are the same recycled DNA blueprints that they keep using over and over and over again. All these people just reborn DNA cells that they keep repackaging, reorganizing, put them in one life. They'll put the organic portal in Detroit. The next lifetime they'll place them in Chicago. The next lifetime they'll place them in Japan as an Asian. That's all they doing. They just interchanging these people, but it's the same story. It's no new tricks under the sun. I was thinking about that today. I was like, time is an illusion. I said time is an illusion because I was having a feeling that I've experienced before just by feeling the sun. And I wasn't looking at my watch or anything. And I was saying to myself, this day feels like a day that I have felt before. But the only thing that would prevent someone saying that it was the day before, even though it was the same feeling that I had, would be what they call a calendar and watches and stuff like that. But really, I thought about it. I said, really, it is the same day because the sun in the sky is what they use to keep time. And if the sun is sending out rays of light that's making me feel a certain kind of way, that certain kind of way, those rays don't change. The sun is the sun is the sun is the sun. So it's only one time. You see, that in itself gets rid of that time concept. The sun is the sun. The sun is the only time, really. All of that other stuff about time is an illusion. The sun is the only real clock. The sun is the only real measure of time. So that's how that sun today made me feel like I felt before, because it was hitting me and it was going into my cells and it was going into my memory and reactivating something that I had felt before. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. As long as sunlight don't change, this world don't change. Hear what I said? As long as sunlight don't change, this world hasn't changed. Water has been water since the beginning of time. Sunlight has been sunlight since the beginning of time. The air that you breathe has been the air that you breathe since the beginning of time. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else you probably didn't know. The air that you breathe is the same air that you've been breathing for your whole entire life. And you do not breathe the same air as the next person. That's another lie. You don't breathe the same air with the same person in the room with you. You've been inhaling and exhaling the same smoke since you've been born. Y'all. You've been inhaling and exhaling the same smoke since you've been born. Since you've been born. Because think about it. Air that you've been breathing, let's say the air coming out your mouth. Coming out your mouth. You inhale it in your nose. You breathe out your mouth. You inhale it in your nose. That air, that smoke, it haven't even been moving that far from your body. It's been around your body just like your aura. I know some of y'all, man, you want to see some body. I got to get y'all attention back to the the video. Come on, let me let y'all see some women. Y'all happy now? That girl in the black dress with a red hat, she ain't too bad. Now, I got y'all attention now. Had to show y'all some flesh. Okay. Now, that air that you've been breathing your whole life, it's the same air you've been breathing your whole life. It's not the next person's air. That same air that's in your lungs is just like the blood that's in your body. It's the same blood that's been in your body since you was born. It's the same air. Do an experiment right fast. Hold your breath for 10 seconds. 10. Hold up. Let's start over. Inhale through your nostrils for 3 seconds. Okay. On the count of 3, inhale through your nostrils for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold it for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale through your mouth. Now breathe up through your nose. Inhale. You just breathe the same air that you exhaled. That's the same air that you've been carrying around with you since you was a baby. It's not the next person's air. Air is personal. And that's why we've been saying it our whole life. Give me my personal space. We've been saying it all our life and don't even realize what we've been saying. Air is something personal. We're not sharing the air with other people. Know that. When you breathe in air, it becomes imprinted by your spirit. Air is molecules. When you breathe in that air for the first time, you took part of the universal spirit through your nostrils. From the time of the great falling away, it's still here in the atmosphere. And when you inhaled it through your nostrils, it imprinted your self spirit imprinted upon those air molecules that you now inhale for the rest of your life. It don't change. It don't change, man. And that same air that you breathe, it went into your blood. You've been circulating that same air that you took your first breath from a child, and your blood has been carrying that same oxygen to your brain, through your heart, and through the rest of your body for your entire life. And I know you don't believe that, but that's the truth. Think about it. So what I'm telling you is, this stuff has been with us since the beginning. If it's been with us since the beginning of us, even down to the air, it's been the same. See, the air that we breathe is what turns on the internal computer of the brain. That air sparks the brain activity. That's why when you don't breathe, you go unconscious. Air is also electric. The air goes through the hairs in your nose, which creates friction, which creates an electricity, which goes up to your brain and creates an electric spark. And inside of that air is DNA. And inside of the DNA of the air is the life story of the universe, of this world that we live in. Okay? That's what it is. And that's why they talk about there is no air out of space. It's no air out of space. You know why? Space is a vacuum. When you leave this realm and you go out of space, you in a whole nother DNA type of system then. That's why aliens and things, they look different than us, because they breathing a different type of air. They live in other dimensions. They are of a higher intelligence. They can travel in and out of space and time. They might be green, all these different colors and things because of the environment they live in. That's why if you went to Mars or some other planet, it would be different than the DNA life story of Earth. Because you would travel through space with no air, and then you will go into another system. Once you enter the clouds of Mars and go down into their air and breathe, and say if they created beings on Mars, they will breathe a certain air. Air that you breathe is compounds and chemical compounds that come together and create a gas. On Earth it's H2O. On Mars and other planets, it's different type of compounds that come together. So they breathe something that's of a different compound that sparks another type of intelligence inside of their brain. Because their brains may be on a gas that makes them smarter than us. Who knows? I'm really enjoying this video, man. You know, I was thinking one time, like, even when we hear things, you know how you hear something and if it's too loud, it hurts. Like, especially if it's like a real high-pitched computer decibel. Because one time I was listening to music from YouTube in my car. I had one of them USB things that connect to your phone, and I had a tape that I put into my tape deck, and it had the cord that you can plug into your phone. And the music, it had like this high computer decibel, and it started hurting something in my head, and I had to adjust the bass and everything. And I was saying to myself, why can I not take a certain amount of decibel? Then I said to myself, it has to be because my body is on a lower frequency, or maybe the real me that's inside of this body is connected to a human technology that's only allowed to process a certain amount of sounds, just like a certain amount of colors that we are able to see. And I was thinking, why were my ears designed to hurt at a certain level of noise? And I was thinking, an angel or an angelic body, they can probably hear things that's loud as a nuclear blast or something, and it wouldn't even damage the sensors that allow them to hear or whatever. You see what I'm saying? I was thinking to myself, like, why is it that we were created in these limited bodies and vehicles? Then I thought to myself, because of the reasons I stated in the video that I did about the reasons. She got a nice ass right there, the girl in them jeans. I had to say that for y'all men, y'all going to sleep, so I gotta keep you up. Right there, when she turned around, she got a nice little shape. Let me get back to what I was saying. I have to do that to keep you all up. Don't fall asleep. You see, I was thinking to myself, the reason that is because we are put in these limited bodies to make us susceptible to pain. You see what I'm saying? And an angelic being would be able to take higher levels, just like let's just say an X-Men character or something. They are not susceptible to, let's say Magneto, for instance. He is not susceptible to the powers that he used because his body is built up in a way that he can take more of whatever he puts on you. And that's what makes him have the superpower, and that would make you be the victim of his powers. You see what I'm saying? So it goes without saying that the creators of this storyboard purposely put limitations upon us to make us susceptible to everything. You see? And y'all tell me what you think. I'm about to end this video right now. They crowding around me, man. They crowding around me. It's getting thick in here. It's getting thick. This is Left Side of the Brain. Hope you all enjoyed the video. I'm so ready to do that. I'm so ready to do that live stream on Instagram. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the likes button. Come on, y'all. Let's get 10,000 likes on this. The more likes, the more we get put in the rotation. Y'all know we keep it real on this channel. We putting it down on this channel. Go ahead and subscribe to the Instagram at Left Side of the Brain 2 on Instagram. We got a lot of things in the works. Go recruit people for the channel. Go recruit people for the Instagram. If you haven't donated to the channel yet, don't waste your money on some charity. You want to give to a charity? Don't give your money to no organic portal charity. Give your money. You want to be a philanthropist? Put it in the right place. We have a Patreon. It's www.patreon.com/Left Side of the Brain. We got a lot of big things in works. I'd like to thank everybody for leaving comments. Leave your comments about the video. Tell me what you think. Any input. And I enjoyed doing this video for you all today. I don't do this trying to save organic portals. I do this for the like minds. This is Left Side of the Brain signing out.